what was it that you wanted me to understand that I just wasn't getting? Because I was thinking it was one thing,
right?
But you were saying that it's another.
Right. The first thing is, first of all, you've been so good with everything, growing, mature, changing, that whole thing. Like I'm a person that I'm pushing the positivity first before I even come with anything negative.
Exactly.
So you're doing so well. You're great with everything you're trying to touch and do. Your health is good. You quit a lot of stuff that you used to do. You don't do a lot of things you used to do. Like you're bettering yourself and maturing yourself to a different point of your life because you're becoming a different type of man. My biggest thing was I didn't want you to fall back into a habit because that's what you came out of.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I was trying to have you understand. It wasn't a attack. It was just more of like, just don't fall back into something because somebody else or somebody's doing something.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to fall back in habit, including when you've been away from it for so long.
Yeah.
And now it's like in your face. You know what I'm saying? So that was something I wanted you to understand. Now I want you to tell me something that you wanted me to understand, and then I'll rebuttal off of that. Like, well, I'll say something else.
Okay, so, it's better just to put it out there so whoever watching is not getting, mixed messages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while since I smoked. And when I went out, I drank a little bit too much. The Crown hit me. I usually don't drink Crown.
Mm-hmm.
And that night I did smoke. When I came in, you knew that I smoked because probably obviously you could smell it on me.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I kind of denied it, but I'm just like, all right, yeah, you got me. I did smoke, and I apologize to you. So I understand where you was coming from, but the thing is, what triggered me to get so upset is that when you was coming at me, I already apologized for it. I said that I understand you. I said that I need you in my life. I need that help. You get what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything that you was doing. Like I gave you your grace. But my problem was no matter what I said, you kept going on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm just like, babe, it was going 3 days?
Yeah.
It's like I get it. I fucked up. But you kept going on, and I just felt at that point that you kept beating me up for something that, you know what I'm saying? Like you just kept beating
attacking
me. Kept attacking me. And I'm just like, all right, I'm done getting attacked.
Right.
And that's why I flipped out.
I have to apologize to you. So I apologize to you because at that moment I didn't hear that apology. Yeah. I just heard the fact of giving more excuses of the reason why I did it. I didn't hear, I'm sorry, hey, I messed up, my fault,
you heard it, but you just wasn't listening.
Right.
Because I said it multiple times.
Right, and as I said,
sometimes people do that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not coming at you or anything like that. Sometimes we hear something, but we're not really listening. You get what I'm saying?
I'm known to do that, including when I'm mad. I'm known to do that.
I'm the same way. If I get pissed off, it's like no holds barred. I'm going to fucking snap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was me because I was just so mad because I was just like, oh my God,
why would you?
Right. Why would you do this? We're so close. Da da da. And I just got frustrated, and I think too, I just looked at it like why? You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm around, it's not even a thought process. It's a more I'm good type of thing, and then I'm I'm not there, and then it's balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's what frustrated me the most. It's I'm fine with you doing whatever, but I just don't want you to fall into habit because. What happens is then our household deals with that. Yeah. That's nothing the outside world got to deal with. They don't care. They go about their business. They go about their life. We deal with that. Yeah. And now we back in a struggle. You know what I'm saying? So now they don't see the internal things that we dealt with. Just fighting stuff in general. They don't see that. They have no idea about our life. So I always find it easy for outside or people or things in general just to come into play and just kind of mess up what you got going on and then go about their business. Well, cool. We were just talking about that. People will mess up your relationship and go about their life or go with somebody else and be and you be like, I left her so we can, do what we want to do. Yeah, but I got a girl, so yeah. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? But they're not looking at that avenue at that time.
Exactly. And, humans will be humans. Humans get influenced by things. I'm pretty sure that all the influence that we dealt with from a child to now is made us the person that we are today.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. And I just thought that was a good conversation piece to talk about.
Yeah, I think it's more. And when we was talking, I said that I think that it was more to it. That it was more than just smoking. Because like my belief is you don't like me to go out.
Right.
Like it's something about me going out, no matter if it's with the fam or not. You get a little bit upset, and like I empathize with you because you usually come with me. We usually at the hip all the time, and the reason that we weren't at the hip, the reason why we weren't at the hip is because Benji, it's alright.
Shaking his camera. Stop it.
And the reason why we weren't at the hip is because Champ, we couldn't find a babysitter at the time, and you get what I'm saying. One of us had to take one for the team. So you took one for the team this time. So I felt like you was a little bit upset about that.
I mean, and you have a right to feel that way.
Yeah.
My biggest concern has always been what number one was, the influence aspect of it. I feel as though in my head, if you were around people that understood the what's it called? What the plans were, or what your beliefs are, or what you're trying to do, they would make sure you stay away, and they would be on your team for that. I feel like a lot of times when people think that, for example, and I'm just going to put it on Front Street, people think, oh, you're doing things because I'm here, not because of yourself. And then when I'm not there and it's like a whole different conversation or a whole different situation, now it's proven a point. So now they're looking like, oh, she the one, not this is what you want to really do. Yeah. So now they have fuel for that to be like, oh, well, you the reason why he don't want to party. He the reason why you don't want to do this. Yeah. Lamont was like this before, and now he not because of you. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me feel dumb because now I know our conversation. Like I know what we talked about. I know our beliefs, our strands, and our foundation. There's no people around like-minded that are like, all right, yo, we trying to keep you away from that. Cool. We're not even going to be in that position. You good. Like, we're not going to have you in that temptation area at all. It's kind of like an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? If you know someone's struggling with alcoholism and then you take them to a bar, it's like, why would you put them in a position where they're struggling with something?
But it's like, so I can sit here, or we can sit here, and we can blame everybody else, you get what I'm saying, for what went on, what happened that day. But at the end of the day, influence is going to be influences, and like you don't know exactly what happened that night. Like nobody gave me a black. Nobody gave me a cigarette. Nobody gave me a blunt, anything like that. Nobody gave it to me. I went and got it myself because we was at the store. Because I was fucked up. I was drunk. I usually drink wine, and I don't drink liquor no more. And I drank liquor, and I was just fucking in character because we was doing this rap shit, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was fucking got it, and it was me. It wasn't nobody else. Nobody influenced me. And it's just like at the time I couldn't really tell you that because you was just upset. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just waited for you to calm down and waited for the opportunity to tell you like exactly what happened. But nobody influenced me.
So influence, let me explain my idea of influence.
Okay.
My influence is not always a person. Influence means environment. Influence means you're in a position or you're in a place.
Okay.
But you're in a place. Listen, let me finish? You're in a place and it falls on you. So it's your decision. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you hold near and dear what you know, regardless of being drunk or anything, because I would never make an excuse to talk to a nigga outside because I'm drunk. No, I'm just saying, I get it, but there's certain values and standards I've set with you. I'm not going to make that excuse when I go out there because I'm going to hold myself. Okay, I'm out. Yeah. This is what I know my household stands on. This is what I know they don't stand on. So I'm not going to put anybody in a position of me explaining something because I have to now explain myself, and you're not going to hear what I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, so I get what you're saying about the whole influence thing, but it's just like if I don't want to be influenced, or if I'm not strong enough as a person, like I said, I was going to do something and I didn't do it. So that was a weak moment in on myself. And you get what I'm saying? The only person that I blame is myself. Influence is everywhere that we go. As soon as we walk out this house, we are being influenced, no matter who we're with. So when I did what I did, it because I wanted to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like the people that I was around, they do that shit on a regular, so that's them. They're not going to stop doing what they doing because, they shouldn't. They shouldn't have to stop doing what they're doing because of me. I made a decision to do what I did.
Right.
It's my fault.
No, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not like, hey, listen. Yes, I was influenced because I was around it, but that falls on me because as soon as I walk out this house, you can get influenced by anything. That's what I'm saying.
So I get that, but you're also accountable of your actions, regardless of the day.
I said that I'm accountable for my actions, babe. I literally me saying that I got influence is saying that I'm accountable for my actions. That's
all I'm saying. That was what I was trying to explain to you. I don't want to be in a position, or even neither one of us be in a position where our accountability is out the door, regardless.
Shut up. Why are you biting the chair?
Why?
Yeah.
Where either one of us walk out this door and our accountability is out the window, regardless of big or small. It doesn't matter. It's you're still accountable. And I feel like that's part of, like when you come to that point in that relationship where you're maturing, you're becoming better. Because at the end of the day, I need to represent you regardless of anything. So I would never want to be outside this door doing something that I know, people know, whoever knows. You know what I'm saying? It's not
so
deep enough.
It's kind of weird, right? Because the reason why I'm saying that is weird is because I get exactly what you're saying, but me smoking doesn't make you look bad. Like nobody is going to look at the situation and be like, "Oh, you one person around her, but a different person without her." Everybody knew I was intoxicated, but you feel one way.
So I disagree with that.
Okay.
Because there's been many occasions where people have tried to force you to do something, and I've been there.
Okay.
So you have been like, nah, I'm good. To the point I even said something to that person. Because at the end of the day, again, when people know you're trying to do something, there's always going to be somebody or something that's going to push that situation. And it may not be a person. It's going to be something. And at the end of the day, it can make that person, you don't feel that way because you did it. So you don't feel dumb.
Yeah.
But it feels dumb to me because, again, there were certain things said and certain things in the midst of people where they are well aware of what's going on. And now what happens is I'm not there and now all hell breaks loose. So it's kind of like, oh, all right, so he's lying. Like this is the life he wants to be in. You know what I'm saying?
People... No matter what we do, we can be goody two shoes. We can be bad motherfuckers. We can even be in a gray. People are going to talk about me and you. People are going to talk. People talk. People are going to talk about one another because we're not perfect, and people always going. No matter what you do, you would never be perfect in somebody's eyes. So they are going to talk about you. The most perfect man that was known to be on this earth was who?
Was Jesus.
And did they talk about him?
Yeah, they still talk about him.
They still talk about him. They still talk shit about him.
Right.
They talk good about him. Like most people talk good about him. But some people talk shit about him. Oh, I don't believe that shit. This is that and the third. There's certain people out there. So if people can talk shit about the most perfect aspect of a man, guess what they're going to do to me and you? They're going to talk shit.
I agree, but don't give them a reason to talk. That's how I look at it.
But you don't have to give people a reason to talk. They're going to talk.
True, but if you give them something to murmur about, they're going to murmur more.
What the pastor says, what did Pastor Ted say about murmuring and complaining?
Yeah, I understand that.
Exactly.
But in the same
But that's their demons, not ours.
Yeah,
people are going to talk about you.
So I get what you're saying, and I understand you're trying to make a point. But all I'm saying, with the purpose of that conversation is you hold your accountability when you leave. That's it. You're accountable of your actions. You're accountable of what happens. You're accountable of your consequences. You're accountable of all that. That falls on you. Nobody else but you. So
agree with that.
Whatever happens, that falls on you, regardless of how you feel or as you like. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna mess up. your actions are accountable. So if you do something that's outside of a scope, and then there's consequences, that falls on you. You can't blame no one else but yourself, because the playing field was laid, the pieces are on the board, and you made your decision of what you did your decision. And that's just how I look at it, because I would want you to hold me accountable on the same way I'm holding you accountable, because I know at the end of the day, I'm not gonna break your accountability. I'm not gonna walk out here and do something that I said I was not gonna do. That's just who I am. It's just who I am. Because I'm an honest person. Like, I'm a person, I'll be like, listen, babe, I'm not about to get out here and do A, B, and C. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But because that's my accountability. I have accountability for myself. Like, I'm not about to do that. So that's all I was saying at the end of the day when it came down to it.
Yeah,